Friends, gather round, for we must discuss the saga of TikTok, an app beloved by teenagers and feared by, well, people who understand how data works. As of December 6, 2024, TikTok is teetering on the precipice of a US ban, a move that would have significant ramifications for millions of users and the future of social media as we know it. Essentially, a US appeals court upheld a law that could boot TikTok right off our phones. The clock is ticking, folks. TikTok has until January 19, 2025 to sever ties with its Chinese parent company, ByteDance, or face expulsion from US app stores. And if they don't comply, the US government ain't messing around threatening hefty fines for any internet service providers who dare to host the app past the deadline. It's like a digital game of chicken, except the stakes involve billions of dollars and the free speech rights of an entire generation. Now, before you start stockpiling dance tutorials, there's a glimmer of hope. President Biden has the power to grant a one-time extension. Will he use it? Tune in next time for another thrilling episode of America versus TikTok. Now, you might be thinking, John, this is about as clear as a glass of milk after a toddler's done with it. And you'd be right. The media is throwing around terms like upheld and blocked with the reckless abandon of a sugar-crazed toddler at a birthday party. So let's break it down, shall we? CNN, bless their hearts, reported that the appeals court upheld a law that could lead to a TikTok ban. Sounds pretty final, right? But then, the New York Times jumps in with a plot twist, claiming the court actually blocked the Biden administration's attempt to ban TikTok. So, which is it? Did they or didn't they? This, dear viewers, is why reading beyond the headline is crucial. The appeals court essentially upheld the law itself, which gives the government the power to ban TikTok. However, they also acknowledged that the evidence presented so far might not be enough to justify an outright ban. It's like your parents saying they ground you for sneaking out, but they need more proof before they confiscate your phone. The heart of this whole kerfuffle is a classic American dilemma: national security versus free speech. The government, with its sensible shoes and permanent frown lines, argues that TikTok poses a national security threat. See, TikTok collects a truly impressive amount of data on its users. We're talking about everything from your age and location to your likes, dislikes, and how much time you spend watching videos of cats wearing hats. Don't judge, they're adorable. This treasure trove of data, the government argues, could potentially be accessed by the Chinese government, which is about as reassuring as a hug from a cactus. Imagine them using that data to, manipulate elections, or even worse, target you with personalized ads for questionable knockoff products. On the other side of the ring, we have TikTok and free speech advocates waving the First Amendment like a righteous protest sign. They argue that banning the app would be a massive blow to free speech, setting a dangerous precedent for future online censorship. They claim that the government's concerns about data security are overblown, like a balloon animal at a child's birthday party. This TikTok drama didn't just spring out of nowhere, like a particularly persistent weed in your perfectly manicured lawn. It's been a long and winding road, paved with executive orders, lawsuits, and enough plot twists to make a soap opera writer blush. Let's rewind to April 2024, shall we? President Biden, with a stroke of his pen and a furrowed brow, signed an executive order demanding TikTok be sold to a non-Chinese owner or face the consequences. TikTok, not one to back down from a fight, promptly sued, claiming the order was a blatant attack on free speech. And so began the legal tug-of-war, culminating in the recent appeals court decision.